From body tracking leaking online to a disastrous Super Bowl VR concert leaving Quest 2 users f***ing furious to a new form of VR-related injury titled Gorilla Arm, the Quest 2 once again has had an absolutely insane week. In fact, I've probably never seen this level of Quest 2 news ever. Like, since the Quest 2 user uptick at Christmas, I mean, it was more than an uptick, it was more like an up-fucking tsunami of not only new users, like probably many of you guys watching, but also an up tsunami of... If this video gets 15,000 likes, I'll release a full version of that. So today, I'm wrapping up the last couple of weeks of Quest 2 madness into one hopefully somewhat cohesive video. And of course, if my young, annoying, British, moron, illiterate, unfunny, too many Zuckle D's nuts jokes making summary of the last few weeks of the Quest 2 news is at all useful to you in any shape or sad dog animatronic from hell form, like a sub would be much appreciated morale boost after suffering through the disaster that was the Foo Fighters Quest concert. So, starting with the Foo Fighters Quest concert. Jokes aside, I wasn't there. I wanted to go, but after the absolute flood of angry and upset Quest users surrounding its launch, I steered fucking clear from that. So what the ever-longing happened? Let me be clear. I really wanted this to succeed. I think genuinely good VR concerts, even if they are hosted by Facebook/Meta, could be absolutely awesome. But this definitely wasn't it, chief. In this amazing thread by Kent Bai on Twitter, he details the awful experience that many Quest users unfortunately have. Starting with the opening time. The event, which was, by the way, not even live. It was a pre-recorded set that was meant to go live at 8:05, but Horizon Venues, which is Meta's social venue app, didn't open up until 8, meaning they had 5 minutes to fix any of the technical difficulties that could and would be caused by the sheer influx of users trying to attend. And obviously, this backfired harder than your mom after some Taco Bell. It crashed. This was made worse, obviously, by the fact that everyone did have to join at the exact same time. There was no method for, at least to the best of my knowledge, I wasn't there, this is just what other users are reporting, no method for users to slowly join early, allowing the servers at least some chance of staying stable, like a functioning waiting lobby. Meta/Facebook just threw up a join icon at exactly 8 p.m. and of course crashed. This would be like going to watch Spider-Man No Way Home on release day, but the movie theater you were going to wouldn't let a single person inside until the movie had actually started, only for the door to the actual screen to be locked, as the join button didn't do shit and only took users to the venue's waiting room and not into the actual concert. So instead, users had to load into venues, bring up the in-game menu, select the Foo Fighters concert, which that also didn't work. Finally, once some users, I guess by some grace of God, managed to get in, it was a 45-minute concert shot from 2 different 180-degree cameras and a 2D Facebook live stream, none of which were live. It was also monoscopic, which I had to Google the definition of monoscopic because I'm a fucking moron, but I believe it essentially means that this was the same image for both eyes, meaning there was no real depth perception. Usually in most VR games, you have a different image for each eye to create that level of depth and provide a natural looking image. This was apparently like watching a 2D 180-degree image. So it was a VR concert that you couldn't enter, and even if you did somehow get in, wasn't even a VR concert and was instead a 2D 180-degree camera with no depth perception video and a Facebook live stream. On top of this, in the VR concert, you just had to look at camera operators wandering around filming for the 2D live stream, which just obviously ruined the immersion for a lot of users. On a positive note though, outlined by Kent here, there were some cool hologram lighting effects that worked quite nicely and gave a nice sense of immersion and were a genuinely good example of how VR concerts can take advantage of being in VR and how great these can truly be if they're actually done with some semblance of sanity. It's really too bad that this event was fumbled, especially with so many new users, like probably many of you guys watching now. This was probably many's first experience with any live VR event. And what's baffling is that there have been plenty of amazing live VR concerts done in the past, pretty flawlessly, set up by individual independent users. It's so disappointing that a company the size of Meta/Facebook/ whatever the can't pull off something as simple as a 45-minute pre-recorded 360-degree live stream. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. If you did manage to attend the event, or at least tried to attend, please feel free to share your experience in the comments down below. I really want to see something regarding this event. Onto the body tracking, though, which is probably the reason why you're here. Reported on by Upload VR in a screenshot in the Quest 2 developer documentation, revealed an unannounced body tracking support option. As you can see here, this is the latest publicly available version of the Oculus Unity integration. Do you see anything here that suggests body tracking? No, there's jack shit. But in this new screenshot of the same interface, but on a developer-tracked keyboard SDK, I don't know what the any of that means, but it sounds legit because it's got the letters and the words. You can see right here, a body tracking support option is listed. Upload VR states that Meta declined to comment on this, or at least refused to comment on any future plans, so that's kind of exciting. But it is speculated that as the Quest 2's cameras can actually see a good chunk of your body when slightly angled down, like in this image here, like you could see most of this guy's body. The same way that hand tracking works, we could totally see a full body tracking system that works in a similar fashion. And this is furthered by the Quest Pro tutorial videos that leaked last year, showing what seems to be some sort of full body tracked avatar customization system. So this is kind of our first real confirmation via a Quest developer side that body tracking is at least being worked in some form on. That said, considering that Facebook/Meta already stores data on your hand size and hand movement with hand tracking, that's in the TOS by the way, that's why you want to read through this and not just blindly hit agree to everything. I don't know how I feel about them also likely storing my size data overall and my movement data on the rest of my fucking body. If this comes to fruition, Zuck really will be on these nuts. Oh, fuck. Everything I've done has led to this. Your boy Zuck on these nuts, looking for a Zuck on these nuts. Zuck on these nuts. Zuck on these nuts. Zuck on these nuts. The Mark Zucker nuts. Zuck on these nuts. Zuck on these nuts. Warp on these nuts. Yeah, boy, Zuck on these nuts. Zuck on these nuts. From this point on, no more Zuck on these nuts jokes. I quit. Next up, Meta's Super Bowl ad. It baffles me beyond belief that Meta can afford a fucking Super Bowl commercial, yet can't pull off a cohesive name change, or for their big Super Bowl after party concert with the fucking Foo Fighters can't even set up a proper 360 camera or have any of it work correctly. Yes, their yearly budget was out onto whatever this was. In total fairness, this was a okay ad. I'm sure many of you guys have seen it by now. It's wholesome and fully displays the Quest's name change, and if you look closely, do you see anything here? Finally, no more Oculus logo at the top of the headset. It is instead replaced with the Meta logo, and I have to be honest, it looks kind of good. I mean, it's a small change, but that logo, it works, it looks okay. Now, I wonder how much Quest headsets with the Oculus logo will eventually go for in the future, because surely these are going to become some sort of collector's item. Maybe I'm being too hopeful, because if this here does become the dominant headset within the Quest user base, you know, this will become kind of rare. So keep your Oculus branded headsets in good condition. This shit is gonna skyrocket faster than crypto. Though no one to my knowledge has seen any of these out in the wild yet, and considering the fumble that was the Meta name change, we might not see these anytime soon. Finally, monkey Gorilla Arm is now a VR injury Oculus Quest 2 users must be aware of. Reported on PC Games N, never heard of them in my fucking life. Gorilla Arm is a repetitive strain injury that can be caused by extending your arms in virtual games and can increase shoulder strain, apparently, in a way that's different from conventional workstations. By sticking your arms out forward far away from your body in games such as Gorilla Tag can create shoulder strain that is called Gorilla Arm Syndrome. Fucking Gorilla Arm Syndrome, boys. Now, I'm not a Gorilla Arm astrologist, geologist, astronomer, so I have no real authority on this topic, besides having played hundreds and hundreds of hours in VR, and believe it or not, I've yet to develop any sort of gorilla arm, even when playing as an actual fucking gorilla. I have, however, seemingly partially torn a muscle between my shoulder blade while training to become Darth fucking Maul, and I bruised my fingers a, good share of times in Echo VR and, of course, Gorilla Tag. Look, repetitive strain injuries do exist and will continue to exist in everything, but I think the benefits of actually standing up and moving, sometimes even exercising in VR, far outweighs using a conventional workstation. Like, you're out of your mind if you think that being sat at a desk all day with the heart rate of a fucking dead snail and a neck craned harder than Gwen Stacy on the average Tuesday is safer or healthier than playing VR and risking gorilla arm. So, you read any articles covering this and are concerned in any way, I wouldn't be. I'd be far more concerned with literally anything else you're doing right now to your your body, like eating or drinking excess added sugars, or harmful food colorings, or improperly filtered water. Like, I could go on and on and on here. But no, not Gorilla Arm, not King Gorilla Arm, Lord help me. Anyway, if me wrapping up the absolute joke of a week that the Quest 2 had was at all interesting, funny, or helpful to you, a like and sub would go a long way in repairing my mental health after researching Gorilla Arm. And if you got to this point in the video and you still don't hate me, at least that much, and my British teeth, maybe check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/GetHip, where you can talk to me live and ask me questions there, or join my Discord at discord.gg/GetHip. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye. Anyway, by the way, Instagram, obviously, check out my Instagram, please. I make posts on there, and I would like more people to follow me. That'd be really cool. I also make posts on my Twitter, and I did cool things like the recent Quest 2 roast your setup sort of deal. So if you want to be involved in videos and just see my funny, haha, terrible tweets, my Twitter is on screen right now and linked in the description down below, along with the rest of my socials. Anyway, I'm gonna get to working on this video and then playing some Destiny 2 because I still haven't finished Shadowkeep. Okay, bye-bye, haha.